full of liquor, then we dive in it. Pull him to the side, let me slide in it.
SmackDown for November 15th. Let's see, Cody Rhodes opened the show. He calls out Kevin Owens, but Nick Aldis comes out and tells him that Kevin Owens is not there. They have a little exchange, but it's the usual, and it's pretty much basically what you expected. The first match was Bayley versus B-Fab versus Candice LeRae for the #1 contendership for the U.S. Championship belt. Triple threat match that was. Now, B-Fab, she was, for people that didn't know, she was the manager for the Hit Squad, who people probably don't remember, except for the fact that one of the members were Swerve Strickland, who pretty much left and went to the AEW and became champion. He's not champion anymore, but he's in the contendership to come back. As for the other members, less said the better. But anyway, she was the manager of the Hit Squad. Then she became the mouthpiece for the Street Profits. Actually, when you think about it, she wasn't shit for either one of them. But anywho, Bayley won that match. That's all that matters. B-Fab.
She was really good in the ring, though.
Yeah, but when you think about how long she's been there, it's about goddamn time.
Yeah, but like they could have just.
I don't even think she was in the match. I don't even think she was in any matches in NXT.
Yeah, that is a problem.
Let alone doing even doing little small things like manager interference in a match, even for when she was the manager for the Hit Squad. You might want to look them up and go, oh Lord. Except for a Swerve Strickland. And even before he was in them, he was a formidable opponent way back in Lucha Underground. He was great there. Hit Squad was a step down for him, in my opinion. But he's back up where he needs to be in the AEW. Which goes back to a private conversation that we had about folks back and forth, WWE, AEW. But we will talk about that off mic. Next match was LA Knight versus Legado del Fantasma's Berto Garza, which I just think was basically Santos Escobar's adjacent. Because they couldn't put on another Santos Escobar match. People would start fighting. So they said, we'll put his boy up. Berto. Anywho, LA Knight won. But then I believe they came out there and jacked him up a minute. I don't recall.
I don't remember either.
All their matches just run into each other. They bleed into each other. So, I remember. After he chased him out, Shinsuke Nakamura came in and blindsided LA Knight to let him know that he was back in town. And Shinsuke Nakamura is one of my favorites.
Yeah, he was wearing very
Even though they did
boots.
water him down in the WWE, he's still great. I love what you talk about his fashion. I just love how he's the king of strong style. I love him. Let's see. Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline 2.0 came out to cut a promo. But the original Tribal Chief, he came out and interrupted. A fight ensued. the usual. Bronson Reed, he crushed Roman in the 2.0 clean house, just making it that much more dramatic for that pay-per-view coming up. The next match was Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits for the Tag Team Championship. Never really got off the ground because Tommaso Ciampa came in there and he caused the DQ. He wanted to clean house because I feel him. Him and the dude from Cleveland, his tag team partner, they really have been slept on. And Tommaso, he feels a certain way about that shit. And I feel it. Next match was Nia Jax versus Naomi for the Women's Championship. Nia Jax won, and it was expected. Raw, November 18th. Liv Morgan with Raquel Rodriguez came out and opened the show. She called out Bianca and Jade to mess with them for the Tag Team Championship bullshit. Let's see. And then that also pulled out Nia Jax and Tiffany and Candice LeRae and Bianca and all of them and everybody. They were all interrupted by Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley came out there and said, "Fuck all y'all," and cleaned house. All of this was in the name of War Games.
As it should.
And they pretty much sold that. So,
I said as it should.
What'd you say? Oh, as it should. Yep. That was their moment to sell their portion of War Games. I'm interested. Let's see, and then let's say the first match was Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio in a mixed tag team versus Chad Gables. And is it Gables or Gable?
I have no idea how you're supposed to say it.
Him and Ivy Nile, who should have actually won that. But lo and behold, Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio won. Next match was Braun Breaker versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, which never really did get off the ground because Louis Kaiser came out there and he just broke up everything. So it was a DQ. And it was a good strong, good strong showing for him. He's always had a little roughneck side to him, but this actually showed off his strong points. Very tough against two big ass, I just call them heathens. Next match, your boy Dum Dum and Carlito versus the War Raiders. The War Raiders actually won, but they end up being blindsided by the rest of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, I should say. Then there was a video from the Wyatt Six aimed at the Final Testament with Miz. And you would think Miz would know better because he got away the first time. But now throwing in his lot with the Final Testament, I don't think they're going to give him a second chance. Then the last match of the evening, Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins, which was a gangbanger for my taste. But Solo Sikoa interrupted, and Bronson Reed he ended up winning since he's going to be with the Bloodline anyway, so they got his back. They end up fighting with the Usos, But like I said, Bronson Reed ended up winning, and that was Raw for November 18th.
Okay.
You got some thoughts you might want to share with us folks?
Um, Priest and
My
Gunther's
bad.
Priest and Gunther's thing in the back, great. It shows how Priest is fully just ready to take down Gunther, and he's confident in himself again. And Gunther was too confident with himself while also being unconfident, which was his downfall. Which I think will also be his downfall when they have their big fight for real.
Okay.
Um, War Games. Really excited about War Games lineup right now, especially with the women's. The women's look really good, and it's kind of rare where they give like the women a really big thing like this.
Yeah, but since they got some good headhunters, what I call headhunters, they finally got a nice as what they call a program here. This is a good program right here. Although you saw it coming,
Yeah, because some people already
still,
posted the pictures and videos online because they pre-record episodes now.
yeah, I wasn't expecting EO Sky, but
I wasn't
that still
either.
looked like a good thing. It's mostly because she had already beat a couple of them folks over the past, what, 3, 4 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she looks like a formidable opponent against Nia Jax and who else?
Raquel Rodriguez. I think
I think
Tiffy.
Raquel will be going against Jade, but the rest of them, yeah, it's pretty much balanced out pretty good. So I wouldn't mind watching that. That wouldn't be something that I'd get up and go make a snack to. Then again,
I'm
no, I'm lying. I will, but it would be like a quick snack and go pee pee and then come back. I want to see how it ends.
I'm happy Rhea's back. She her makeup looks off to me, but you know why, face problem. But like Rhea being back is good for the storyline, but also a little concerning because of her injury. So I don't know how this is gonna go and how well they'll be able to play it to where they can't punch her in
If
the
you go
face.
back over the past 7, 8, almost 10 years, you will see how it's gonna go. The Undertaker used to have a mask because he had broke his orbital bone, and a couple of other people have. So you watch them, and then you'll see what's gonna happen. It's been choreographed already.
Yeah. Um, the Bloodline. Bronson Reed coming out, fully game changer. Wasn't expecting him, and I like that he came out. But that's another, like Bronson Reed being in this story. It makes sense. He's Samoan descent or Islander descent. Seth Rollins, go away. Also, may I say something? Seth Rollins is like, I have too much bad blood with Roman. Roman's done me dirty. Roman has done nothing to you. He hit you with a chair once. May I remind everybody?
Uh, you ain't going back far enough. He's talking about shit that went all the way back to NXT,
Oh,
with even way before they even became that little trio that they had. He's talking about shit all the way back to NXT.
if that's the case, you're being a baby. Roman has more against you. One, you broke up the Shield by siding with Triple H and the other guy. Then you get back with Roman, and then you turn on him again. And then Seth Rollins has just been a demon doing things to people constantly. Like when he stole Rey Mysterio's eyeball.
Eyeball.
Yeah, I think in canon that he like took Rey's eye.
Oh, you mean when he blinded him? Yeah, I'm thinking you talk about oh, girl, you. Ooh.
Seth
Eyeball.
I'm just at the
I
fact
mean, the
that
man still has his eyes. You stole his eyeball. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's the fact that Seth is just like, you did me dirty. How dare you ever do something to me? Seth in the background, fully kicking someone's puppy, and then questioned why that guy doesn't like him. Seth Rollins can
Well,
go on somewhere.
you do know he's playing. Yeah, excuse me. You do know he's portraying a loose cannon with his own set of moral rules of right and wrong. So when you look at him like that, you have to just roll with him to see why his yes and why his no is the way they are.
Still stupid. I still think he's stupid.
Because you have your own sense of right and wrong. You're not looking at it
Through
through
his
his
eyes.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still just annoying to me. But
And then he may still end up surprising them by joining them,
yeah,
but for not the same reasons that they think. He might beat Roman afterwards, after everybody else, is spent and done, and then he'll jump Roman because it was the easy way to get to Roman.
Seth Rollins just sucks to me, and I still don't think he still doesn't need to be in this story. I get he's in it because of Bronson Reed. He does not need to be here. I will hold this till the day I die. He does not need to be here, and neither does Sami Zayn. This is family business. This is more for the Samoans. Go. We don't need anybody else.
Well, there's only two roads. You go with that one, or they have the surprise.
Relative come in.
Yep.
Come on, new guy.
Which I would rather that happen. Out of nowhere, somebody come from up under the ring, and they all go, "Oh my God, it's so and so Fatu! Oh, they've been saying he was coming, yada yada yada." Yeah,
That is true.
I would like to see. I would like to see one of each. I would like to see one of those, and then I would like to see somebody from the back who always been there come surprise and help out, like out of nowhere. Oh my God, it's Randy Rhodes. Randy Orton. He's supposed to be out with a broken neck, but he came up to help out. And then as he's helping out, then, oh no, who is that? It's Kevin Owens. He come out there to finish the job that he didn't finish on RKO's neck. All those little small things, and then boom. Oh my God, the music hits, and then here comes what's his face from Hollywood, a movie star.
Oh, The Rock.
Yeah.
I was like, who?
And then they become so ambiguous. You don't know whose side he's on. He gets in the ring, and you don't know if he's gonna drop Solo or if he's gonna drop Roman. There's so many different ways this shit can go.
That is true. Who's your wrestler of the week?
You know what? I hadn't had a chance to actually think about it. But now that you put me on the spot, I like the sniveling weasel, The Miz. He made himself relevant again.
He did, but he's so annoying.
But I'm glad he's back.
The Wyatt family love them. They're going really well for me. Just need them to show up a little more. Come on. A little more face and a little more fights. I don't think I have one. Nobody stuck out to me. Xavier Woods snapping at big guy.
I know you.
I don't like that. Stop snapping at people who just want to help you. You're literally just being a jerk because they just want to be supportive and you're just snapping at them.
Well, you know what? I take that back. Ludwig Kaiser for stepping up. He took a page out of Braun Breaker's book And not only Braun Breaker, but Big Boy, who you Tsunami.
Ah, yes.
He took a page out of their book and said, hey, if I'm gonna be noticed, let me come out here right now.
No, yeah. I could see him turning on Gunther very soon, because Gunther is turning into a punk, and I could see him very well going, I'm not following you anymore.
Yeah, they is kind of throwing a hint in there because they already got rid of the third dude, the Italian.
Yes.
I forget his name. They brought him back for a hot minute. He still ended up getting his ass whooped. He got whooped by Apollo twice.
Yeah.
In
Apollo
fact,
didn't even have to do anything, for real.
he's on NXT now. He was demoted to NXT, I think. I'm not sure.
If you suck that much, that sounds like a you problem and you need to work on it. The War Raiders, that's what I was thinking of. The War Raiders against the Judgment Day. The fact, one, I knew I knew they were gonna come out because they always do, but he said the neck, and I was really surprised that Dom and, what's his face didn't go for the neck. Neither of them went for the neck like he told them to, and he took it upon himself to come outside with Finn. And no, JD and Finn and JD just came out and said, okay, we're just gonna wreck them. I know why they're doing it, and I feel like Finn is just grabbing at power where he can.
You talking about Carlito?
Yeah. But I feel like Finn is just grabbing at power where he can to keep people below him. To make sure no one can take that tag team from them, but also to make sure he's not going to lose his spot, because we can already see the cracks where Finn might not be mentally there to where he just thinks everybody's there to uphold him.
That's possible.
And for that switch to happen, I feel like it's either going to happen gradually or really quickly. Because I said this a month or two ago, where Finn was the one who is more controlling than Rhea or Priest has ever been. Like, yeah, they can be pretty headstrong, but they never just commanded stuff like this.
Because